How are you guys today? Yeah, we're going to talk about a different game. Summer's out, the kids are home, and you might want to play some video games with them, but what happens if you're either awful or you just never become a gamer? So we're here with Matt Walters of Oogie Games. Now, let's start at the basics. How does one become a good gamer?
You know, it's kind of funny because gaming is a lot like literature. You don't start reading, 50 Shades of Grey and Dickens, just Shakespeare. Let's start off with some
right?
Dr. Seuss. That's right. Let's start off with some Dr. Seuss. Great way to do it, honestly. Cell phone, easy way. Everyone's got little games on their cell phone. It's a nice, easy way to get started back in gaming if you really haven't done a lot of it. The other nice thing you can do is go with the old school stuff. Tetris on the old 8-bit Nintendo is a great game, simple to use. The nice thing with the old school controllers, 2 buttons, a directional pad.
So you kind of want to start with things that aren't complicated, you know, really easy graphics, really easy controls.
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, you want to have something that you can have some success with. Super Mario Brothers, Tetris, all that stuff was nice and easy to play and a lot of fun. And the nice thing, too, is you can introduce your kids to some of the stuff you played when you were little.
Now, do you think people are hesitant to start gaming because the systems are so complicated and they maybe don't want to be awful right away?
You know, that's a great point. Some of the new controllers, like this Sony PlayStation 3 controller, literally has 10 buttons, 2 joysticks, and a directional pad. A little bit intimidating.
So a little bit easier starting out here.
A little bit easier, and it can be really intimidating. The nice thing is that a lot of the systems now make it easy to get into gaming without having to use a lot of the buttons and controllers by doing some of the motion gaming.
So now, maybe we don't have the luxury of starting from the beginning, and the systems that we have at our house are a little complicated, like the Wii or the Xbox 360. How do we are there better games to start out with?
Great point. I think some things you want to stay away from. You want to stay away from the heavy-duty sports games, the Madden, the NBA, as well as what's really popular, the first-person shooters, Call of Duty. The problem with those games, it's a lot of buttons. You know, you're using a lot of triggers, you're using a lot of joysticks at the same time. It can get really confusing, and why not make it easy on yourself? Start with something easy. Car racing games are always nice and easy because usually you have a gas, you have a brake, and you have a steering.
Now, what about like the Wii games where your body's the remote control? Are those really easy to do?
Those are nice, yeah. Wii Sports, there's a lot of motion-based gaming that you can get up and play and do just as well as the kids because it's a little more interactive that way, whether it's bowling or basketball, that you actually have to use some form. Makes it a little bit easier to jump right in.
So why don't we actually put our knowledge to use? We'll actually try a video game.
I'm going to stand with my back
demo
to the audience here
real
fast. And see, I've got to stand here nice and still. There I am. It finds me.
So what we're on right now is the Xbox 360 Kinect.
This is the Kinect.
Okay. Absolutely.
And the cool thing about the Kinect is, as you can see, I'm the guy on the screen, which is kind of cool. I can put my hand right up here in the middle where it says continue.
So no buttons, no controllers.
No buttons. I'm on the screen. I can move back and forth and make my way kind of through the through the thing here. If I jump, the guy on the screen jumps, which is kind of cool. In this game, I'm just going down the river. It's a nice, simple game. The bonus here, too, is that if you want to get into video gaming, but it's the whole idea of just sitting on the couch all day isn't real appealing.
Now,
it's a great way to do
are there a lot of Xbox games that are making use of the Kinect?
Sure. Oh, yeah. There's probably at least 50 to 60 games now on the Kinect. And the fun thing is, too, these are games that you can be good at right off the bat, that your kids are going to want to play with you, or your husband or boyfriend if you're a mom.
So something easy that's going to get the whole family involved.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
A lot of fun, Matt.
Yeah, always. Video games are always fun. So we're going to head outside. We're going to go back to the Roaming Buffalo with Joe, because I hear that there's something really good being made.